Hi guys, this is Prashant from Wordpandit. I'm the founder of Wordpandit and I'm bringing to you today a new way of learning words. We are going to connect cricket with words. We've got the IPL going on now. It kick-started, and with the IPL kick-starting on the 19th, we've got a new way for you guys to learn words. This is our Wordpandit Premier League, which is going to be all about words based on the context of cricket. Why are we doing this? Very simply, one simple reason. We are going to connect words with the situations where they can be applied, IPL game situations. Hence, it's going to help you learn words and combine our passion for cricket, right, with vocabulary, right? So that's a small little attempt. It's an experiment in learning. Let's see how do we go about it. Now, we had a fascinating match, the first match between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. We've got on the other hand, on the one hand, we've got the Mumbai Indian Army, and then we've got the whistle blowers from Chennai Super Kings, and we got off to a rousing start. The start that Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock had, very, very brisk, very, very lively. The word rousing refers to something which is exciting, which is stirring, which is active or vigorous. So for example, an exciting performance, a rousing performance you can label it as. Or something which is active or vigorous, a rousing election campaign. Something which is brisk or lively, a rousing venture. Or as we can say, we had a rousing start. Mumbai Indians had a rousing start yesterday with the help of Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock. This happened just before Piyush Chawla put the brakes on, put the skids on, right? And in another context, it can be used for something exceptional or extraordinary. So something exciting, something stirring, something brisk, lively, exception, extraordinary, that is what you call rousing. Now, synonyms that you can remember or synonyms that you can connect with this word are stirring, inspiring, exciting, stimulating, moving, electrifying. Now, if you think carefully, these are all words which can be used for the IPL. You are going to see plenty of electrifying performances. We are going to see plenty of exciting performances, plenty of stirring performances. In fact, we had one electrifying and stirring performance yesterday from Ambati Raidu, famously referred to as a 2D player, right, last year by our chief selector. Well, he's put that to bed and he said he's more than a 2D player, right? Looked more than a 2D player, and I think all the cricket enthusiasts yesterday would have felt a tiny little pin somewhere. What if Raidu had been our number 4 in that World Cup semi-final? What if? Well, again, if the world was consisted of what ifs, the world would not be what it is, right? An example statement for this sentence: he delivered a rousing speech full of anger and passion, right? So this is how this word can be used as well, to display a lot of energy, vigor, activeness, all those contexts, right? Now, coming back to our match, Mumbai Indians get off to a fantastic start. You're looking at a big score, right? And Quinton de Kock lays into Lugi and Gidi. You feel like things are not going to go to script for Chennai Super Kings. But then we've got Captain Fantastic as well for the Yellow Brigade. He comes up with the right riposte, right? Now, the word riposte, it comes from the context of fencing. So it's a quick return thrust in fencing, right? Now, it is also used to refer to a quick or clever remarks often made in answer to a criticism. Generally, these are ripostes are quick witty remarks. These are either or. If you look at the context of fencing, these are quick return thrusts. Ripostes are also used to stand for retorts, counters, responses, returns, or retaliation. So a response to something can also be labeled as a riposte. And yesterday we had the riposte, perfect riposte from the Chennai Super Kings. We had Captain Cool coming up with some brilliant field changes, some brilliant bowling changes, as we expect him to do, right? And as always, his wicket keeping skills were right up there. And that meant that Mumbai Indians, who were looking at a massive score, they were reduced to 162, right? So that is what happened. We had a brilliant riposte from the Chennai Super Kings, right? So that's how you learn this word. It's a quick return thrust in fencing, used for counters, responses, returns, retaliations, retorts. Riposte is also referred to is commonly used for quick and witty remarks, right? Quick and witty replies. In fact, MSD is famous for his reposts, right? In fact, he came up with one to the match referee yesterday, just before the start of the match. It's been circulating on social media, where he talked about that. He asked the match referee that for social distance, since we have we have to keep in mind social distancing. Are we allowed to keep a first slip, or the first slip is also socially distanced, right? So that is part of what makes the man, right? His witty remarks, and those can also be labeled as riposts, right? So a word which can be used in multiple contexts, and most definitely Chennai Super King had the right riposte yesterday for Mumbai Indians, right? The last word that we learn from this context is the match did go to and fro, right? It had its ups and downs. Trent Bolt started off with a fantastic spell. We almost had the famous Shane Watson review, right? Which is always generally stands for a no review, because most of his reviews are really, really terrible. I think he was tempted for a moment to review that Plum LBW, right? There was a twist and a turn, a couple of early wickets lost. Mumbai Indians seemed to be right back into it. But then we had Faf du Plessis and Ambati Raidu to make sure that they helped Chennai Super Kings over the line with some fantastic performances. Still some ups and downs. Chennai Super Kings lost wickets right at the end, which all made for captivating viewing, right? So now, something which is captivating is something which holds your attention by being extremely interesting, exciting, pleasant, or attractive. Yesterday in itself, since it was the start of IPL months after its actual start date, right? So we were really interested in watching it, and the match did provide us some captivating viewing, even though some of the players looked a little rusty, right? Still, at the end of the day, we are happy that cricket is back on, and we had a captivating display, an enthralling, charming, enchanting, bewitching, fascinating display from the two teams. The match went right into the last over, and we can say the audience were impressed by the captivating performance of the batsmen, in this case Ambati Raidu and Faf du Plessis, right? So a great match to watch. It was captivating, it was enthralling, charming, enchanting, bewitching, and fascinating. Remember, it always makes sense to learn words in a group, in a cluster. That is how you learn words. You learn multiple words from the same context, and now you can correlate these words in the cricket context as well. Whenever batsmen come up with fantastic performances, whenever we have these matches which hold our attention, where we hold our breath. The World Cup final last year was an absolutely enthralling and enchanting piece of cricket. It was a captivating piece of cricket. It held our attention. Yesterday we did get off to a good start, not quite the World Cup final standards. Still, it was a captivating match, did hold our attention. So captivating is a word, enthralling, enchanting. These are words that you learn from this context. Then you've got riposte, quickly summarizing the three words that we've learned: retort, counter, response, return, retaliation. And we've got rousing, which refers to something which is very brisk, lively, exciting, stirring, right? So we had a rousing start to the IPL as well as to the match yesterday. These are the words that we learn from the given context. These are the words that we correlate with the first match between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. Hope you had a great time learning these words with us. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, if you liked our presentation, if you liked our way, this new way of learning words, do subscribe to our channel. I know this is super cliched. Everyone asks you to subscribe for the channels, but it is a vanity metric that we all fall prey to, and we are also requesting you to do the same. Just help build our subscriber base. We've got our contact numbers for you to reach out to. We run courses for verbal ability and reading comprehensions, help you learn words, help you with reading and reading comprehensions. You can always reach out to us on the numbers given. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you join us for the next match video. Thank you very much and happy learning.